Freemasonry, often shrouded in mystery and cloaked in symbols, has long captured the fascination of the public. Whispers of secret rituals, esoteric knowledge, and ancient traditions have circulated for centuries. But beyond the intrigue lies a deeply meaningful and transformative journey. A journey not of conspiracy, but of character. The path from being an outsider to becoming a Freemason is less about uncovering secrets and more about personal development, moral growth, and building bonds of brotherhood. This video explores that journey, from curiosity to initiation and onward through the profound life experiences Freemasonry offers. A legacy of mystery and meaning. Freemasonry is the world's oldest and largest fraternal organization, with roots stretching back to the stonemason guilds of the Middle Ages. Over time, these operative masons who built the great cathedrals of Europe evolved into speculative masons, men who used the tools of masonry symbolically to teach moral and ethical lessons. Since its formal organization in the early 18th century, Freemasonry has expanded across continents and cultures, forming a global brotherhood united by shared values rather than shared professions. Much of the public perception of Freemasonry stems from its private nature. Its closed meetings, ceremonial regalia, and symbolic rituals have led many to assume there is something to hide. In reality, the so-called secrets of Freemasonry are allegorical lessons and traditional modes of recognition, not world-shaking revelations. The real mystery lies in the personal transformation that Freemasonry fosters. The first step: interest and inquiry. The journey of becoming a Freemason begins with a question, not from the lodge, but from the individual. Freemasonry does not recruit or solicit members. One must come to it voluntarily. The phrase, "to be one, ask one," is often shared among Masons, signaling that the first step is a genuine expression of interest. Potential candidates often arrive with curiosity. Some are drawn by family tradition, others by a desire for self-improvement, spiritual growth, or a search for community. Still others are intrigued by the symbolism and history. Regardless of the initial motivation, those who inquire are usually encouraged to get to know members of a local lodge by attending public events or social gatherings. This period of mutual acquaintance is crucial. Freemasonry seeks men of good character, and candidates should feel that the lodge is a good fit for them as well. Petitioning for membership. Once a man feels confident that Freemasonry aligns with his values and aspirations, he may formally petition a lodge for membership. The petition typically asks for basic personal information, including religious beliefs. While Freemasonry is not a religion and welcomes men of all faiths, belief in a supreme being is a universal requirement. This principle affirms that Freemasons share a reverence for the moral law and an understanding that there is something greater than themselves. The lodge conducts a background check and interviews the candidate to assess his character, intentions, and understanding of Freemasonry. This stage is not about perfection, but about integrity. The candidate should be honest, upright, and willing to grow. If the lodge is satisfied, they vote on the petition. A unanimous or near unanimous vote is required, symbolizing the harmony and unity that Freemasonry values. Initiation. The entered apprentice degree. The candidate's journey truly begins with the entered apprentice degree, the first of 3 degrees in Blue Lodge Freemasonry. The initiation ceremony is both symbolic and transformative. While details of the ritual are private, its purpose is to guide the candidate from darkness to light, ignorance to knowledge, and isolation to fraternity. He enters the lodge blindfolded and is guided by a trusted brother, symbolizing his dependence on others at the start of his journey. Through solemn oaths, lessons, and symbolic instruction, he is introduced to the core values of Freemasonry: brotherly love, relief, and truth. The ceremony emphasizes the importance of humility, integrity, and the pursuit of knowledge. Importantly, the degree is not simply a rite of passage. It is a challenge to begin living differently. The entered apprentice is now a Mason, but his journey has only begun. Progression through the degrees. After proving his understanding of the first degree, a Mason may progress to the Fellow Craft and Master Mason degrees. Each degree deepens the candidate's understanding of Masonic teachings through allegory and symbolism, drawing heavily from architecture, geometry, and moral philosophy. The Fellowcraft degree encourages the pursuit of education and mental cultivation. It explores the harmony of science, the arts, and spiritual truths. The Master Mason degree, the highest in the Blue Lodge, confronts themes of mortality, legacy, and rebirth. It is a dramatic and emotional ceremony that challenges the initiate to consider what it means to live a meaningful life and to leave a lasting impact. With each degree, the Mason is not merely gaining titles, he is being asked to apply the teachings in his daily life. Freemasonry is a working philosophy, a practical guide to ethical living. Brotherhood, beyond the ritual. Freemasonry is more than a set of rituals. It is a living community. The relationships formed among Masons are forged in trust, mutual respect, and shared experience. Lodges become spaces of support, mentorship, and belonging. In an age where social connection often feels shallow or transactional, Freemasonry offers a deeper kind of brotherhood. It transcends race, class, and politics. In the lodge, a CEO sits beside a janitor, a judge beside a mechanic. They meet on the level as equals, bound not by status, but by principle. This brotherhood extends beyond the local lodge. A Mason can travel almost anywhere in the world and find welcome among fellow Masons. This global fraternity is a testament to the universality of Masonic ideals. Service and moral duty. Freemasonry teaches that personal growth is inseparable from social responsibility. Masons are encouraged to engage in charitable work, community service, and mentorship. Lodges often support scholarships, food banks, veteran causes, and disaster relief. But charity in Freemasonry goes beyond money. It includes compassion, counsel, and a helping hand. The highest expression of Masonic brotherhood is to aid and assist those in distress, both within and outside the fraternity. By practicing these virtues, Freemasons aim to become better fathers, husbands, neighbors, and citizens. The lodge becomes a training ground for a life of service and leadership. A lifelong journey. Becoming a Freemason is not a destination. It is the beginning of a lifelong journey. The lessons learned in the lodge are meant to be revisited, reflected upon, and lived out daily. Masons are expected to continually examine themselves, striving for improvement and ethical consistency. The journey also includes exploration. Beyond the Blue Lodge, Freemasonry offers numerous appendant bodies and additional degrees, such as the York Rite, Scottish Rite, Shriners, and the Order of the Eastern Star. Each offers its own teachings, traditions, and opportunities for growth. Yet the essence of the journey remains the same: to know oneself, to serve others, and to walk uprightly before God and man. In conclusion, From Secrets to Brotherhood captures the transformation that Freemasonry offers. The so-called secrets of Freemasonry are not locked away in vaults or whispered in dark corridors. They are hidden in plain sight, in rituals, symbols, and allegories, waiting to be understood by those who walk the path. The real treasure is not secret knowledge, but the kind of man one becomes through the journey. A man who asks questions, seeks truth, embraces moral discipline, and bonds with others in mutual respect, becomes more than a member. He becomes a brother. Freemasonry does not promise wealth, power, or prestige. What it offers is far more valuable: a meaningful life, shaped by timeless principles, shared with men committed to building a better world. One stone, one life, one brother at a time.